Unlock unlimited wealth and happiness with this one daily habit. In our modern, fast-paced world, we constantly face pressure, anxiety, and escalating expectations that crowd our thoughts and erode our peace. Yet amidst this chaos lies an essential. Truth, inner peace, clarity, and strength are attainable, but not by fleeing life's challenges. Instead, we must cultivate a disciplined mind and master our emotional responses. Stoicism, an ancient philosophical tradition practiced by renowned thinkers such as Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, provides precisely the framework for this inner mastery. Stoicism does not promise us a life without difficulty. Rather, it equips us with tools to face life's uncertainties and pressures courageously and calmly. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and philosopher, profoundly observed, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul." This insight underscores that true tranquility resides not in external circumstances, but within our own disciplined and reflective minds. Epictetus, a freed slave turned influential teacher, reminded his students, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Stoicism's essential wisdom lies in shifting attention from uncontrollable external events to our controllable internal reactions. Through consistent practice, we learn to distinguish clearly between what we can and cannot change. This short, powerful guide invites you to begin a transformative daily 10-minute meditation practice grounded in Stoicism. Each of the 7 simple, yet profound steps offered, focusing on your breath, cultivating gratitude, visualizing success, and more, is designed not only to reduce stress but to actively empower you, awakening clarity, motivation, and positive energy from within. Right here, right now, your journey to lasting inner peace and greater control over your life begins. All you have to do is take a deep breath and start. Step 1. Focus on your breathing. Amid life's relentless demands and the ceaseless motion of the modern world, we often overlook the simplest yet most powerful tool available to us at any moment: our breath. While external circumstances spiral beyond our control, our breath remains an unshakable anchor, quietly accessible and profoundly stabilizing. As Epictetus famously taught, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control, and some things are not. Our breath undeniably belongs to the realm of what we can control, serving as our initial point of mastery over internal chaos. The Stoics recognized the fundamental importance of breath as not merely physical, but deeply psychological. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, often turned inward, noting, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By consciously focusing on your breathing, you harness that essential power, the ability to center your mind in a turbulent world. Indeed, breath control is a timeless practice echoed through ages, from ancient philosophers to today's neuroscientists, uniting wisdom across millennia in a simple, effective act. Modern science confirms what the Stoics intuitively understood. When you consciously slow down your breathing, inhaling deeply, pausing briefly, then exhaling slowly, your body triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, your internal rest and digest mechanism. Physiologically, your heart rate slows, blood pressure drops, and brain waves shift from anxious beta frequencies to calmer alpha waves, promoting clarity, relaxation, and alertness simultaneously. Yet, more important than these physiological shifts is the immediate psychological impact. The simple act of breathing brings you squarely into the present moment. Why is presence so crucial? Consider that much of your anxiety and stress arises not from the present itself, but from your mind, wandering into regrets of the past or worries about the future. Seneca, another Stoic sage, once wisely noted, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Breath meditation helps tame this imagination, anchoring you firmly in reality, preventing unnecessary suffering, and aligning your inner world with true awareness. The practice of focusing on your breathing does not require complicated instruction or elaborate settings. Find a quiet moment. Sit upright yet relaxed and gently close your eyes. Slowly draw in a deep breath through your nose. Hold it briefly, and then exhale smoothly. Feel the air flow inward, filling your chest, calming your thoughts, then gently releasing outward, carrying away tension and anxiety. Continue this cycle rhythmically, breathing in and breathing out, deliberately and mindfully. Initially, your mind might resist, drifting toward distracting thoughts, to-do lists, or pressing anxieties. However, remember Marcus Aurelius's counsel. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Every time your attention drifts away, gently guide it back to your breath, recognizing this simple redirection as an exercise in mental strength and clarity. You are teaching your mind to focus intentionally rather than react impulsively, a cornerstone practice of Stoic resilience. Consider the inspiring example of James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, who transformed his life by focusing on the smallest, most immediate actions he could control. After a devastating injury in high school that disrupted his sense of identity, Clear began rebuilding himself, not through grand gestures, but through consistent attention to basic practices, breathing, journaling, deliberate habits, one after another. His powerful philosophy of life, now guiding millions, began with simple focused breaths, grounding him firmly in the present and shaping his ability to persist through uncertainty. Thus, the first 3 minutes of this practice form your foundation. With each deliberate breath, you build a refuge within, a haven that is unaffected by external chaos. As Epictetus again wisely observed, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. By anchoring your awareness in breath, you embody the Stoic ideal, reinforcing your ability to discern clearly between what you must accept and what you can change. Over time, your daily breathing practice fosters a habit of clarity, patience, and inner strength, proving invaluable when confronted with life's inevitable challenges. You learn not just to cope, but to thrive, converting obstacles into opportunities to deepen your awareness and sharpen your emotional resilience. Breathing thus becomes far more than an act of survival. It transforms into a practice of wisdom, clarity, and intentional living. Today, begin your meditation journey by dedicating just 3 minutes to breathing deeply and mindfully. Sit, inhale, hold briefly, exhale, and repeat. Each breath a gentle assertion of your innate power over your inner world. This small act can profoundly shift your trajectory, bringing greater clarity, strength, and lasting inner peace into your life. Step 2. Practice breathing meditation. Breathing sustains life, yet to breathe consciously transforms mere survival into living deliberately. Building upon the fundamental step of simply focusing on your breathing, now you advance toward the deeper practice of breathing meditation, an art integral to Stoicism, serving as a gateway to enhanced self-awareness, emotional mastery, and enduring inner peace. Marcus Aurelius reflected profoundly upon inner tranquility, stating, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." He recognized that serenity isn't found by escaping reality, but rather by developing mastery within oneself. Stoicism embraces the practice of breathing meditation precisely because it returns you to your own internal refuge, a sanctuary unaffected by the turbulence of external circumstances. Breathing meditation is a mindful practice in which breath becomes your sole focus, quieting mental noise and anchoring your attention to the present. Unlike regular breathing, where the mind wanders freely, this practice emphasizes slow, deliberate breaths that harmonize body and mind. As you inhale deeply and exhale gently, the rhythm of your breath aligns with the natural flow of your internal energy, creating a powerful balance between alertness and relaxation. Epictetus advised his students, "Keep your attention entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours." Through breathing meditation, you directly practice this profound teaching. By focusing solely on your breath, you are not merely engaging in a calming exercise, you're learning a fundamental Stoic discipline, discerning clearly between the inner and outer worlds. Each mindful breath draws your attention inward, guiding you to what is truly yours, your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. You gradually learn to let go of distractions that lie beyond your control, releasing the burdens of anxiety, expectations, and comparison. The effectiveness of this practice isn't mere philosophical theory, it is scientifically proven. Medical research consistently shows that conscious, rhythmic breathing stimulates your brain's executive functions, enhancing short-term memory, clarity, and creativity. Deep breathing increases oxygen delivery throughout your body, improving focus and cognitive performance. By maintaining an even rhythm without abrupt interruptions between inhale and exhale, you allow your physiological systems to stabilize naturally, lowering blood pressure and heart rate, and significantly reducing stress hormones such as cortisol. However, breathing meditation offers more than just physiological benefits. It opens the door to emotional insight and mastery, a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. The Stoics called this emotional self-mastery apatheia, not a numb or detached indifference, but rather a profound ability to observe emotions without being dominated by them. Seneca captured this essence clearly, stating, "We must be masters of our own minds, not enslaved by our emotions." Breathing meditation enables precisely this mastery. As you observe your breath, you also begin to observe your emotions arising, lingering, and dissipating without becoming overwhelmed. You cultivate emotional resilience by creating internal space to experience feelings without reaction, observing them objectively as passing phenomena rather than definitive truths. Consider Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Twitter, who publicly shared his routine of daily meditation as an anchor for clarity and decision-making amid intense professional pressure. Dorsey didn't rely on external remedies or distractions to manage stress. Instead, he practiced 10 minutes of focused breathing each day. This deliberate habit allowed him to remain centered, navigate uncertainty calmly, and maintain his clarity and purpose even in turbulent times. His success story underscores a fundamental Stoic belief: the strength of one's internal practice directly impacts external effectiveness and resilience. To effectively practice breathing meditation, find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably upright but relaxed. Close your eyes gently, letting your body settle naturally. Begin by inhaling deeply through your nose, feeling the cool air slowly filling your lungs, expanding your chest, energizing every cell in your body. Pause briefly to fully savor the breath's nourishing energy. Then exhale slowly, steadily, releasing any tension or emotional turmoil you carry within. With each exhale, envision stress, worries, and emotional heaviness flowing out of you, leaving behind a clearer, lighter internal state. Maintain this rhythm, deliberately cultivating continuous uninterrupted breathing cycles. Avoid sharp or abrupt shifts. Instead, breathe with the smooth, seamless flow of a calm ocean wave rising and falling. Over time, this continuous rhythm becomes your emotional anchor. Thoughts and distractions inevitably arise during meditation, yet your task is not to resist or fight them. Instead, notice them without judgment, gently redirecting your attention back to your breath over and over again. This repeated redirection builds emotional strength, resilience, and patience. Seneca wisely emphasized this gentle, persistent discipline: as long as you live, keep learning how to live. Meditation embodies this ongoing process of self-education. Every breath, each moment of mindfulness, teaches you more deeply how to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. With consistent practice, breathing meditation becomes not merely a calming exercise, but a profound Stoic training regimen for everyday life. Ultimately, breathing meditation offers a path to greater self-awareness and emotional freedom. Stoicism teaches that the quality of your life arises not from external circumstances, but from your internal responses to them. When you master your breath, you master yourself. Each day's meditation session, even just 10 minutes of mindful breathing, progressively equips you with emotional clarity and stability to face life's complexities confidently, compassionately, and wisely. As you continue this daily practice, you may discover unexpected insights and strength within yourself. You will learn firsthand what Marcus Aurelius understood when he said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Breathing meditation is your daily opportunity to consciously cultivate higher quality thoughts, emotions, and actions, transforming the ordinary act of breathing into an extraordinary practice of living wisely and fully. Start today, dedicating just 10 focused minutes to breathing meditation. Experience the calm, the clarity, and the emotional mastery it brings. Allow each breath to gently guide you deeper into your inner refuge, illuminating your true strength and inner peace, one conscious breath at a time. Step 3. Practice gratitude. As you deepen your mastery of breath meditation, you cultivate the power to anchor your awareness in the present, to observe emotions without being overwhelmed, and to respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. Now, you build upon this mindful foundation to engage with a practice deeply embedded in Stoicism and profoundly transformative in everyday life, the practice of gratitude. To the Stoics, gratitude is not merely a fleeting emotional response to pleasant experiences. Rather, it is an essential way of engaging with life as it truly is, both its joys and its difficulties. Gratitude from a Stoic perspective involves clear-eyed recognition and acceptance of reality, seeing the inherent value and lessons in every experience, even those initially perceived as negative or challenging. Marcus Aurelius poignantly captures this philosophy. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Here, Marcus emphasizes gratitude not as passive acceptance, but as active, intentional engagement. Stoicism teaches us to view every circumstance, no matter how difficult, as an opportunity to strengthen our character, deepen our wisdom, and enrich our experience of life. Gratitude, therefore, becomes an indispensable tool for resilience and inner peace. Incorporating gratitude into your daily meditation practice starts with consciously reflecting upon specific moments, experiences, or people that evoke genuine appreciation within you. Begin by closing your eyes, breathing gently and steadily, and bringing to mind a clear, vivid memory of a moment when you felt truly grateful. Perhaps it was a moment of kindness, a gesture of understanding, or simply a quiet experience of beauty or connection. Allow yourself to fully inhabit this memory, noticing every sensory detail, what you saw, heard, felt, and perhaps even tasted or smelled in that moment. As you sit in this space of vivid memory, gratitude will begin to rise naturally within you. Physically, your body may respond by releasing beneficial chemicals such as dopamine and oxytocin, hormones associated with joy, connection, and emotional well-being. This physiological reaction not only makes you feel happier, but literally enhances your body's health, reducing stress, lowering blood pressure, and boosting your immune response. Yet beyond physical well-being, the real power of gratitude meditation lies in how it reshapes your internal perspective toward life itself. Seneca, one of Stoicism's clearest voices on this subject, offered profound insight. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. By intentionally focusing your awareness on gratitude, you train your mind to appreciate the richness of the present moment, releasing anxiety about past regrets or future uncertainties. Your mind naturally shifts away from comparison, envy, and the incessant feeling of inadequacy, common sources of modern anxiety and unhappiness. Instead, gratitude meditation reorients your focus onto your unique life experiences, helping you see clearly how much you already possess, how deeply connected you are, and how many reasons you have to appreciate life exactly as it unfolds. Consider the powerful and illustrative story of John Kralik, whose life changed profoundly through deliberate acts of gratitude. Struggling profoundly with professional pressures, a failing marriage, strained relationships with his children, and mounting financial stress, John found himself trapped in despair and isolation. In an inspired moment, he committed to a simple, daily habit. Each day, he would write one heartfelt thank you note expressing gratitude to someone who had positively impacted him, even in small ways. At first, this act seemed insignificant, a mere drop in the ocean of his troubles. But soon John discovered a profound shift, not in his circumstances, which initially remained difficult, but within himself. Through consistently practicing gratitude, John began to see his own life differently. Rather than focusing solely on what he lacked or what was going wrong, his attention steadily shifted to what he already had: friendship, kindness, and unexpected moments of grace. His gratitude wasn't passive. It actively transformed how he approached challenges, strengthening his inner resilience and capacity for joy. In his own words, "I didn't change the world, but I changed myself, and that made my world different." This transformative insight resonates deeply with Stoicism's fundamental principle: you cannot always change your circumstances, but you can always change your perspective. Gratitude meditation equips you precisely with this powerful skill. In your daily meditation practice, spend a few minutes choosing 3 clear images or memories to evoke gratitude vividly. These images can be simple: a warm hug from a loved one, the kindness of a stranger, or the quiet beauty of a sunset. Allow yourself to feel deeply the emotions these images evoke, sitting with each one for a moment without rushing. You are not escaping reality through gratitude. You are consciously anchoring yourself in the powerful recognition of life's inherent richness, complexity, and beauty. As you consistently cultivate this gratitude practice, something remarkable happens. Your daily experience gradually transforms from a state of constant striving, anxiety, and restlessness to one of profound appreciation, resilience, and inner strength. Gratitude shifts from being reactive to becoming proactive, empowering you to approach life's inevitable ups and downs with clarity, patience, and wisdom. Stoicism never advocates ignoring life's challenges. Rather, it teaches how gratitude helps us face them bravely and skillfully. Epictetus taught that the essence of Stoicism is not merely enduring hardship, but seeing every difficulty as training for the soul. Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Through gratitude meditation, every experience, joyful or painful, becomes a meaningful lesson, deepening your character, wisdom, and inner peace. Thus, gratitude meditation is a profound practice of active engagement with your life, transforming how you see and respond to everything around you. Begin today dedicating 3 focused minutes to conscious gratitude each day. Soon, you'll experience firsthand the Stoic truth. Gratitude does not merely improve your emotional state, it fundamentally reshapes how you live your entire life, opening pathways to deeper happiness, meaningful success, and lasting peace. Step 4. Spread positive energy. As your meditation practice deepens, you have already begun laying the essential groundwork, focusing consciously on your breath, developing mastery over emotional turbulence, and cultivating profound gratitude that transforms how you experience the world. Now, in this 4th step, you'll expand your practice even further, turning the internal state of gratitude outward, actively sharing positive energy with the world around you. Marcus Aurelius once noted powerfully, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This Stoic principle reminds us clearly, our internal states directly shape our external experiences and relationships. Therefore, your meditation practice is not just personal, it is deeply social. It offers you the capacity not only to cultivate inner harmony, but also to positively influence those around you. Stoicism teaches that our well-being is inherently connected to the larger community. By consciously spreading positive energy, you enact the Stoic virtue of cosmopolitanism, the belief that you belong not merely to yourself or a small circle, but to humanity at large. The technique for this practice is straightforward yet profoundly powerful. Called double, triple, quadruple, it is a method to amplify the emotional energy cultivated during your gratitude meditation. First, vividly recall a specific feeling of gratitude. Perhaps it's the warmth of a genuine compliment, the kindness of a friend, or even the quiet beauty of nature. Once clearly established, don't rush past this feeling. Instead, remain with it fully, allowing it to expand naturally within your heart and mind. Then, consciously double the intensity of this emotion. Imagine this second wave of gratitude, expanding outward, filling every cell of your body with warmth and energy. Continue amplifying it, triple and then quadruple its intensity, envisioning the sensation becoming stronger and clearer each time, radiating outward from within your core like ripples on a peaceful lake. As this energy grows within you, you reach a point where the gratitude naturally seeks expression beyond your internal world, compelling you to share it outwardly. Your meditation practice moves beyond mere internal reflection and becomes a powerful engine for external positivity. This technique aligns perfectly with Stoicism's deep commitment to interconnectedness. Epictetus, reflecting on human relationships, profoundly observed, "Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves." Your act of sharing positive energy is precisely about finding the good first within, then naturally letting it overflow to others. The Stoics believe that genuine goodness is not simply contained within oneself, but thrives in its ability to affect others positively. A remarkable illustration of this principle can be seen in the life of Erin Gruwell, the American teacher, famously known through the Freedom Writer's Diary. Erin encountered a classroom filled with students burdened by trauma, poverty, and violence. Student society had already labeled as hopeless. Instead of despairing, she intentionally practiced gratitude each evening, asking herself what she felt thankful for, even if it seemed insignificant. Perhaps it was a student finally engaging in class or a quiet conversation indicating trust and connection. She consciously amplified this gratitude daily, visualizing her students not as victims of circumstance but as individuals brimming with potential. But Erin did not stop there. She deliberately expanded this positive emotional energy, first doubling it internally, then tripling it, visualizing this positivity reaching the broader classroom and finally quadrupling it, imagining this energy transforming her students' families and communities. This wasn't wishful thinking, it was intentional, Stoic practice, grounded in clarity, action, and compassionate realism. Gradually, Erin's positivity genuinely reshaped not only her students' perceptions of themselves, but also how society viewed their potential. Her students blossomed into confident individuals who shared their stories, inspired communities, and broke free from imposed limitations. Erin's conscious practice of amplifying and spreading positive energy proved powerful enough to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. What Erin demonstrated through her work exemplifies a critical insight of Stoic philosophy. True happiness and resilience emerge from actively nurturing positive internal states and consciously extending these states outward into action. Stoicism is deeply practical, teaching us that positivity alone is insufficient if confined solely within. It gains genuine transformative power when shared, improving not just our personal lives but the communities around us. In your daily meditation practice, you can easily implement Erin's powerful method. Begin by anchoring in gratitude, vividly recalling something that genuinely fills you with appreciation. Next, amplify this positive energy step by step, visualizing the gratitude growing stronger within you. Double, triple, quadruple, until it naturally expands beyond you. Imagine this positive energy radiating out into your home, workplace, or community, filling the spaces around you with warmth, clarity, and kindness. As you integrate this practice into your daily routine, observe how your interactions and relationships begin to transform. You might notice subtle shifts initially, a heightened empathy, more meaningful conversations, or perhaps a deeper appreciation of simple daily interactions. Gradually, however, these subtle shifts become profound transformations, not merely personal but communal. You become a source of consistent positivity, influence, and strength for others. Moreover, by practicing the deliberate spread of positive energy, you reinforce your own inner stability and resilience. Stoicism teaches clearly, the more consciously you engage positively with the world around you, the more deeply grounded you become within. The act of sharing positivity returns to you amplified, creating a virtuous cycle of resilience, joy, and meaningful connections. Thus, spreading positive energy through your meditation is more than a feel-good exercise. It embodies a foundational, Stoic practice of active, conscious living, fostering genuine connection and social transformation. Through consistent practice, you turn your daily gratitude from a passive internal state into an active force for external change, embodying fully Epictetus's guidance. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. You cannot control everything around you, but you can always control the energy you cultivate within yourself and how you choose to share it outwardly. Starting today, spend time intentionally practicing the amplification and sharing of positive energy. Watch as your meditation becomes a dynamic tool not only for internal peace, but also for meaningful and lasting impact in the world around you. Step 5. Visualize your future goals. You've established your daily meditation practice through mindful breathing, emotional mastery, intentional gratitude, and the conscious spreading of positive energy. Now you move forward into an advanced dimension of meditation that merges Stoic wisdom with powerful psychological techniques, visualizing your future goals. Visualization, in a Stoic context, is not a passive exercise in wishful thinking, nor does it involve the naive assumption that mere imagination guarantees success. Rather, it is a disciplined practice of mental preparation, rooted deeply in Stoic realism, intentionality, and emotional clarity. Epictetus articulated this principle beautifully when he taught, "First say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do." This simple yet profound statement reveals the Stoic approach. Clarity and action always begin first in the mind. Stoics traditionally employed a technique called premeditatio malorum, literally meaning the premeditation of evils, in which they envisioned possible negative outcomes to mentally prepare themselves for adversity. This ensured emotional resilience in the face of challenges. However, alongside preparing for adversity, Stoicism equally encourages positively visualizing goals and achievements clearly and rationally. The purpose of this positive visualization is to strengthen your emotional connection to future success, build internal clarity, and align your daily actions more intentionally. Marcus Aurelius himself regularly envisioned the person he sought to become: calm, virtuous, wise, acknowledging that clear mental images serve as guiding lights on the path toward actualizing virtue. Similarly, your own visualization practice can actively shape your future, drawing a clear map for your actions and responses. In other words, the power of visualization in Stoicism lies not merely in imagining future success, but in deliberately preparing your mind, body, and emotions to achieve that success realistically and consistently. Effective visualization begins by defining 3 specific, clear goals you wish to achieve. These could range widely, from career advancements and financial independence to personal qualities such as confidence, courage, or emotional balance. Whatever your chosen goals, clarity is key. Vague, undefined aspirations rarely motivate meaningful change. Your visualizations should be precise, vivid, and emotionally charged. Picture exactly what achieving your goals looks like, who you are with, where you are, and what you feel in that precise moment of accomplishment. Next, immerse yourself deeply in these mental images. Feel the sensations vividly as if you're genuinely living them right now. Imagine the moment you successfully complete an important project, secure financial independence, speak confidently before an audience, or experience harmonious relationships. Visualization is not just a thought exercise, it is a full-body experience. Your brain, fascinatingly, often cannot distinguish between vivid, emotionally charged imagination and actual experience. It responds by releasing neurochemicals, dopamine and serotonin, associated with motivation, happiness, and confidence, effectively preparing your mind and body to pursue and achieve these goals in reality. The Stoics encourage you, however, to visualize without attachment to specific outcomes. Seneca wisely taught, "It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence." In other words, while visualization encourages clear, ambitious goals, Stoicism cautions against clinging rigidly to these images, reminding us to remain flexible, rational, and prepared for life's inevitable uncertainties. An illustrative modern example of disciplined visualization can be found in the career of legendary swimmer Michael Phelps. Before every competition, Phelps meticulously visualized each detail of his upcoming race: every stroke, every breath, every turn at the pool wall, and even how he would respond to potential setbacks. Coach Bob Bowman revealed that Phelps visualized so thoroughly that when unforeseen problems arose, such as his goggles filling with water mid-race, he remained unflustered, calmly drawing upon mental images already rehearsed countless times. Phelps's visualization was not passive daydreaming. It was active, detailed mental preparation that gave him extraordinary calmness, resilience, and decisive action even under immense pressure. Incorporate this disciplined visualization into your own daily meditation practice. Spend several minutes each day vividly picturing your future goals. See the scenarios in clear detail, experience the sensations vividly, and immerse fully in the positive emotional states associated with your success. Crucially, couple this visualization with gratitude. Thank your past self for maintaining discipline. Thank the mentors and peers who supported your journey, and thank the very obstacles that honed your resilience and character along the way. This gratitude keeps your visualization grounded, humble, and aligned with Stoic virtues. The true power of this practice lies in its practical realism. Visualizing your goals in detail provides direction and clarity. It sharpens your motivation and prepares your emotional responses. But most importantly, visualization actively shapes your daily behaviors. Each vivid mental rehearsal subtly guides your decisions, encouraging actions aligned with your clearly envisioned future. As you practice daily, you will naturally find yourself making choices that move you closer toward the reality you vividly imagine. Stoicism teaches us clearly, our outer life reflects the quality of our inner thoughts. Marcus Aurelius affirmed, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Visualization, thus, is not idle dreaming. It is a powerful Stoic discipline of deliberate mental shaping, aligning thought and action with your highest goals and virtues. Integrating visualization into your daily meditation equips you profoundly. You strengthen your emotional resilience, build clarity about your future direction, and anchor your actions in deliberate intention. Moreover, this practice provides powerful reassurance during uncertainty or setbacks. Because you have vividly rehearsed your future goals, your responses become calm and measured, rather than panicked or reactive. This disciplined mental preparation helps you maintain emotional stability and decisive action, even when confronted by obstacles. Thus, visualization becomes a cornerstone of your daily Stoic meditation, marrying rationality, emotional intelligence, and disciplined imagination into a transformative personal practice. Start now. Dedicate just a few minutes daily to vividly picturing your future goals. Each visualization session plants seeds that guide your decisions, shapes your emotional responses, and gradually brings you closer to a life defined not merely by circumstance but by intentional choice, clarity, and purposeful action. Step 6. Dynamic tension. Create momentum. With clear, purposeful visualization now integrated into your meditation practice, your mind is already vividly aligned with your future goals. Yet the Stoics knew well that vision without momentum remains merely imagination. Therefore, the 6th step in your Stoic meditation practice introduces an essential element to bridge the gap between imagining your goals and achieving them in reality. Dynamic tension. Dynamic tension is the controlled emotional and psychological tension created by consciously experiencing the difference between your current reality and your envisioned future. Unlike negative stress or anxiety, dynamic tension is positive and constructive. It functions as a motivational force, a catalyst propelling you from intention to action. The Stoic philosopher Seneca offered profound insight relevant to this idea. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Through dynamic tension, you build courage to dare, to transform your vision into concrete reality. Stoicism emphasizes deliberate emotional mastery, not the absence of emotions. The goal is never to suppress your feelings, but rather to harness them positively, intentionally, and constructively. Dynamic tension perfectly embodies this Stoic principle. It is emotional energy consciously channeled into purposeful action, rather than dissipated into anxiety or self-doubt. The practice of dynamic tension begins by clearly revisiting your envisioned goals, the future state of success, accomplishment, or personal growth you vividly imagined during meditation. First, hold this visualization clearly, feeling it deeply. Let the excitement, anticipation, and satisfaction of achieving your goals fill your awareness. Immerse yourself in this vivid future scenario, feeling the sense of achievement, pride, and fulfillment. Now, intentionally return your attention to your present reality, the current state of your goals, your skills, your resources, your current challenges and limitations. Rather than seeing this current state negatively, view it realistically and objectively. Hold these two states simultaneously in your awareness, the future you desire vividly imagined, and your present situation realistically observed. This juxtaposition creates a powerful internal pull, a magnetic force compelling you into action. This is dynamic tension at its essence, a clear, energizing awareness of the gap between where you are now and where you aim to be. The Stoics understood that humans naturally thrive when fueled by purpose and clear direction. Epictetus encapsulated this beautifully. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. Dynamic tension is precisely about harnessing your daily motivation to bridge the gap between vision and reality. It generates emotional and psychological momentum, effectively overcoming procrastination, hesitation, or fear. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the gap, dynamic tension energizes you with clarity and purpose, moving you consistently forward. A contemporary example illustrating the power of dynamic tension is the remarkable story of author and speaker David Goggins, a former Navy SEAL known for his extraordinary physical and mental accomplishments. Goggins repeatedly emphasizes the power of clearly facing the gap between current limitations and future potential. He intentionally cultivates dynamic tension by vividly confronting the distance between his present capabilities and his desired future state. This constant, honest evaluation motivates Goggins toward daily action, relentless self-improvement, and ultimately remarkable achievements, breaking physical endurance records and inspiring millions worldwide. Dynamic tension becomes, for you, similarly transformative. Each meditation session becomes a psychological rehearsal for action, embedding in your mind a continuous awareness of your desired future state, alongside clear recognition of your current circumstances. Crucially, this tension is always positive and constructive. You do not experience it as anxiety or self-criticism, but rather as confirmation of your potential, proof that your goals are genuinely meaningful and attainable, even if currently out of reach. Practically integrating dynamic tension into your daily meditation involves intentional reflection and questioning. Regularly ask yourself, what skills or knowledge do I need right now to move closer to my goals? Which habits do I need to cultivate daily? Which small, achievable actions can I take immediately? These questions harness dynamic tension effectively, shifting your mindset from passive dreaming to active planning and execution. Moreover, the practice teaches you emotional resilience. You naturally become comfortable sitting in this state of tension, rather than impulsively seeking instant gratification or short-term comfort. Stoicism is fundamentally about accepting, and even embracing, life's inherent challenges. Marcus Aurelius captured this clearly. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Dynamic tension embodies precisely this Stoic insight. The gap between your current reality and future goals, initially an impediment, becomes your very path forward, fueling action, focus, and persistent growth. Through sustained practice, dynamic tension significantly enhances your emotional intelligence. You master the subtle art of balancing ambition with acceptance, desire with patience, and clear vision with realistic action. Over time, dynamic tension no longer feels uncomfortable or stressful. Instead, it becomes energizing, empowering, and integral to your daily practice. Each meditation session reinforces this positive state, helping you consistently channel your emotional energy constructively and purposefully. Dynamic tension also dramatically reduces procrastination. a common obstacle to meaningful progress. By intentionally experiencing and maintaining the positive tension between your vision and reality, you naturally propel yourself into action rather than waiting passively for inspiration. Your daily meditation becomes an energizing ritual, consistently refocusing your attention, motivating your actions, and reaffirming your direction. In Stoic meditation, dynamic tension serves as your bridge from internal insight to external action, from deliberate intention to practical implementation. As you practice daily, your capacity for disciplined, purposeful action grows dramatically. Stoicism reminds us that true strength comes from disciplined inner practice, transforming intention into reality through consistent action. Start today. Practice dynamic tension consciously in your daily meditation, clearly visualizing your goals, alongside honest assessment of your current reality. Allow this deliberate emotional pull to energize and guide you daily. Through this powerful practice, you embody the Stoic principle that genuine strength, wisdom, and fulfillment emerge precisely through intentional, disciplined action, moving steadily closer to the vivid future you've imagined. Step 7.
Maintain a daily routine and mindset. As you've moved through each step of your Stoic meditation practice, focusing intentionally on your breathing, mastering your emotional landscape, cultivating deep gratitude, spreading positive energy, vividly,
visualizing your goals and harnessing dynamic tension, you've steadily built a powerful inner framework to shape your life consciously. Now, the crucial final step is establishing and maintaining a consistent daily routine and mindset. This disciplined practice ensures that the transformational gains you've cultivated become deeply embedded, lasting, and practically applicable in every area of your life. Stoicism has always placed immense importance on routine and discipline. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote in Meditations, "You must build your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible." Aurelius understood that genuine, lasting change is not accomplished through occasional, dramatic gestures but rather through consistent, intentional actions practiced daily. A Stoic routine is more than mere habit. It's a deliberate framework through which you continuously nurture mental clarity, emotional resilience, and intentional action. To effectively maintain this daily practice, Stoicism encourages the powerful method of emotional anchoring, a technique for locking positive mental states into your physiology, ensuring quick access to inner strength when it matters most. Emotional anchoring involves deliberately associating a positive emotional state, such as confidence, calmness, gratitude, or strength, with a specific physical gesture. Through repeated practice, this association becomes deeply ingrained. Over time, simply repeating the physical gesture can instantly evoke the desired emotional state, no matter the external circumstances. This anchoring technique perfectly aligns with Stoicism's deeply practical philosophy. Epictetus taught, "It's not events themselves that disturb people, but only their judgments about them." Anchoring empowers you precisely to maintain control over your judgments and emotional responses, ensuring clarity and deliberate action, even under stress or pressure. Your emotions become tools rather than obstacles, consistently accessible, and intentionally directed. Practicing emotional anchoring within your meditation routine involves straightforward yet powerful steps. After completing your daily session, once you have fully experienced focused breathing, gratitude, visualization, and dynamic tension, select a simple physical gesture to associate with this powerful internal state. This gesture might involve placing your hand on your heart, gently clenching your fist, standing tall with confidence, or raising your arms overhead with gratitude and strength. Whatever the gesture, make sure it feels natural, personally meaningful, and easily repeatable. Next, intentionally connect your chosen gesture to your current emotional state. Feel clearly the calmness, strength, positivity, and clarity cultivated through your meditation. Hold this emotional state vividly, deliberately performing your gesture. Allow yourself to fully experience and imprint this powerful association. Through daily repetition, this physical emotional anchor becomes profoundly internalized, creating an easily accessible internal resource whenever you need it throughout your day. Consider Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis champions, who has successfully applied a similar emotional anchoring practice in her athletic career. Before every critical serve, Serena takes a brief pause, gently clenching her right fist, inhaling deeply, and silently affirming a positive intention. Through countless repetitions, this simple gesture and breathing pattern became powerfully anchored, instantly activating confidence, calmness, and clarity even under intense pressure. Serena's ability to anchor positive emotional states has been pivotal in her enduring success, enabling her to remain poised and clear-headed in even the most challenging competitive environments. Your daily routine similarly offers numerous opportunities to practice anchoring beyond your meditation sessions. When facing stressful situations, pause briefly, perform your established gesture, and breathe deliberately. Instantly, your anchored emotional states, calmness, clarity, confidence, are reactivated, enabling clear, effective responses rather than impulsive reactions. Stoicism emphasizes clearly that resilience and strength are skills continuously refined through daily practice. Seneca beautifully stated, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." The quality of your life, according to Stoicism, emerges directly from the quality of your daily practices. Your morning meditation thus becomes a cornerstone ritual, a dedicated space in your day for clarity, intention, and disciplined cultivation of your inner life. But equally important, your practice is not limited to the meditation cushion. It integrates naturally into every aspect of your day through intentional actions, mindful responses, and anchored emotional clarity. Moreover, a consistent daily routine dramatically amplifies the cumulative benefits of your meditation practice. Initially, your sessions may offer immediate yet temporary relief from stress or anxiety. However, with consistent repetition, deeper and more sustained transformations emerge. Profound emotional resilience, lasting inner clarity, strengthened character, and heightened effectiveness in daily life. The Stoics knew that deliberate consistency was the key to meaningful, lasting change, transcending temporary fluctuations of motivation or external circumstances. Stoicism also teaches the importance of evening reflection, a complementary practice to your morning meditation. Marcus Aurelius regularly ended his days by reviewing his actions, assessing honestly how well he lived according to Stoic principles. Similarly, briefly reflecting each evening upon your day reinforces the benefits of your morning practice. Ask yourself reflective questions. Did I act clearly and deliberately today? How effectively did I use dynamic tension to move toward my goals? Did I maintain emotional clarity and calmness in challenging situations? These reflections reinforce accountability, maintain clarity of purpose, and refine your daily practice continuously. This daily rhythm, morning meditation and evening reflection, creates a powerful cycle of continuous growth, emotional mastery, and intentional living. Each day becomes a purposeful step forward, anchored deeply in Stoic values of rationality, resilience, and conscious action. Furthermore, a structured daily routine prevents you from being swept away by distractions or external turbulence. Marcus Aurelius captured this insight profoundly when he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your daily routine actively exercises this Stoic truth, reinforcing your inner authority over your emotional and mental responses. Over time, external circumstances increasingly lose power to disturb your clarity or inner peace. Stoicism reminds us powerfully that genuine strength and happiness derive not from luck or external fortune, but from consistent internal discipline and clarity. Epictetus explicitly emphasized this. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Your daily routine, anchored deeply in meditation, reflection, and emotional mastery, is precisely how you build and sustain this freedom. Ultimately, maintaining a daily routine and disciplined mindset transforms Stoicism from theoretical wisdom into a deeply practical, embodied philosophy of life. Each daily session reinforces clarity, emotional mastery, and intentionality. Each anchored gesture offers immediate access to your cultivated inner states. Each reflective evening reinforces accountability, continuous growth, and purposeful action. Begin today committing fully to a disciplined daily routine and mindset. Make meditation, anchoring, and reflection indispensable parts of your day. Allow your Stoic practice to permeate every aspect of your life, personal, professional, relational, guiding your actions, responses, and choices consistently. The Stoics assure you that this deliberate daily discipline offers profound rewards: inner peace, meaningful achievement, deep emotional resilience, and lasting happiness. In conclusion, your 10-minute daily Stoic meditation practice, strengthened through emotional anchoring and disciplined routine, represents far more than mere stress relief. It offers you a powerful, practical, and sustainable method of shaping your life deliberately, consciously, and purposefully. Begin each day grounded in clarity, gratitude, intention, and strength. End each day reflective, accountable, and continuously growing. Through this consistent practice, you embody fully the profound Stoic insight articulated by Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing what a good person should be. Be one. Your daily meditation practice and disciplined routine provide precisely the means to become, day by day, the person you genuinely aspire to be. Clear, strong, resilient, and truly free. Through this daily Stoic meditation practice, you have embarked on a profound journey toward inner clarity, emotional resilience, and intentional living. Beginning simply with mindful breathing, you've steadily deepened your practice step by step, cultivating gratitude, amplifying positive energy, vividly visualizing your goals, harnessing dynamic tension, and establishing a disciplined daily routine reinforced through emotional anchoring. Each stage of this process embodies essential Stoic principles, aligning timeless philosophical wisdom with modern psychological insights to provide practical tools for everyday life. As Marcus Aurelius wisely reminded us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Your meditation practice directly enhances the quality of your inner world, guiding you clearly toward peace, strength, and purposeful action, regardless of external circumstances. Consistent practice not only strengthens you personally, but transforms your relationships, work, and community. Stoicism powerfully teaches that your inner peace and clarity are not merely personal accomplishments. They ripple outward, influencing everyone around you. You become a consistent source of calm, stability, and positive energy, embodying the Stoic ideal of cosmopolitanism, the meaningful connection to humanity as a whole. Moreover, your daily practice ensures resilience amid inevitable life challenges. Epictetus beautifully captured this when he said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Through regular meditation, visualization, emotional mastery, and anchoring, you cultivate precisely this inner freedom, consistently choosing clarity, wisdom, and strength even in adversity.